Good day, lovely people. Yamama Kwaba, Eba Supreme Law Publications, Everyday Lawyer de Bremo. Your church Ghana Bremo City City. Ewo would debia namontu your work, your business, your relationships. What does the law say? Said that you know how to act. When you subscribe to your channel, but when this always subscribe to Supreme Law Publications, just click on the subscribe no. Also like it, na comment it. What you say? Oh, I drink chibia. Oh, na mfobi subi wo baby. Wait me share ma obi bia. Na obi anso asa Kevin na yina ede yesuan de eniema ye ken enchechere. It's for educational purposes. It does not take away your right to be to consult a lawyer of your choice for further direction and advice. Dem say chen say se bi chire wa adwen apart from the making ya wo ho kwan so busa lawyer ni ma okoso chichi mu no wo hu anamo a obetu ye nhwe de na ebisua ye go Mama Kwaba, you're welcome. As you saw, we put there, we are saying that what makes a binding agreement? What makes a binding agreement? And then I actually hold on. What makes a binding agreement? You know, sometimes in our daily lives, every day that we are up, going to work, we are confronted with situations where we try to agree on things with people because we need them. You may go to a shop and you would see a product and you want to purchase it. Well, go shop in well atadi bi anam pabo bi pesa auto. Now sometimes go market on you are just on the street. You meet something and you want to acquire it. Other times you may be looking for a job. If you are now paid juma and will be a catch or say juma, someone told that there's some job opportunity somewhere. So you went for an interview and etc. Now your market. Afterwards, maybe they'll say, okay, start this day, that day. So you see, all the time, you are always in agreement. I mean, you always find yourselves where you have to kind of agree with people. Typical situations, sometimes issues to be seen. You know, someone will want to travel. He sees this guy who says he's a travel agent. Now, I don't want to call him a connection man or a travel agent. He helps people to facilitate your travel to either US and Europe or something like that. Then you and he will agree, discuss it. Oh, okay, may charge you $10,000. I'll take you X amount of money. Then you will pay the money to the fellow. After you made the payment, you realize that along the line of your cancer you see, I say, what do you do to retrieve your money? Okay. Or perhaps if you are looking for an apartment, accommodation, landlord or whatever, you see the 2-bedroom or a chamber and hall or something like that. You guys have agreed. He's told you that it's this amount of money for advance. What you can, or you give part payment or something like that. You come up maybe at the time that the money is ready, episode in the camera, and then tells you, oh, maybe when I discussed with you, you took so much time to die. Maybe I'm moving patch over Jusica, or sometimes they I'm sure you may have these experiences. I say, what you and the person agreed, the person has failed. Okay, so you say, agreement, I say, I breach agreement, So you are looking for a remedy. Remedy nature say you're looking for a solution. Sometimes you may want to take your money back from the fellow. Other times, if you offer something more, we will also with from message you interest. You know those kind of things. So how do you then try and enforce that? Over then, what agreement, breach now, you can get remedy out of it. You see, the first point that you need to understand is that I will say it may establish whether or not that agreement itself was binding. Important in law. And your agreement be now all the court before also. What I say, because of Abian Commander and Independent, the way the two of you went about the discussion and certain things, it does not qualify in law to be called a proper agreement. So if you don't know what in law qualifies a proper binding agreement, you cannot ultimately and seek a means to try and enforce it on the fellow. Say, they also here on his part of the bargain, he has to do it. And as simple, if one of them has defaulted, you want to kind of like seek some compensation. But if all those things will flow, there should first be a binding agreement. So what is a binding agreement in law? Any friend a contract, It's lawyer for contract and I can't binding agreement. That's what we mean. Agreement send a musi fast so yeah no a court can step in and support either party. Not yourself can. If it has not got those things, what do you call it? You understand that? So in our discussion video, we see and sort of other ones about discussing. You see a share. Then a agreement be a binding. What makes an agreement binding? Said that we can call it in law a contract. If you know it, all shall send you be a agreement. Sanya mano. Also, when you come home because they didn't want to assemble. Unia, what if I be any? Ubon say Nipana book as Yafan Huadi, and there's nothing that you can do. So we are going to discuss those things. All right. Now, Baku 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we have 4. 5. Okay. So these 5 elements, and the elements of a contract, and a lawyer for canon, but we will say an element of a binding agreement. Sanima 5 way, it should always be there. And sana agreement be a abano. Oh no, bet me I enforce against the person. If I say the panel and follow agreement and I will breach here, also bet me a gym pattern, you can seek compensation or etc. So what are these 5 things? Video with the Ebe Kaba Kope. The subsequent ones in the Ebe Kanina, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. What I say? So the first element in an agreement, a binding, no, a dear friend, offer. Offer. Sana lawyer for friend, offer. Court can offer. So what is an offer? That's the first one. And the person discuss what is an offer. The HLD answer crown na obet me akase undo bi wo agreement and people can say that there exists an agreement between the parties. Say a party afana oma because of some adibi omo penti oma kabum no. And oma yes some discussion bi no. Answer na obet me akase binding agreement bi abem no. First na say offer wom. What is an offer? Now, this is what we call an offer by the law. When we say an offer is a statement, either an oral statement or a conduct action. I actually say one party, I can't say much ruby, and now why yet in the ruby. That's what I mean. He has made an oral statement, a verbal, an oral statement, or a conduct. Sadly now, while yes on presentation, be a second person. And or you already say the second person peniswa, he would follow through with the other agreement. That is, he is prepared to be bound with the terms if the second person agrees. Second person, a friend of the offeree, but in the room here. So the second person peniswa, obe follow. What you say? And one of the things of an offer, they say it should not leave any significant term open. Any friend of offer. Mama, practical example. Into the HNA statement. Mami bi waho. No edwuma some company bi. Ena ohonoma na company ne ka se omu fie bi omo ton fie no. Ena omo cho letter come maame no ka che ne se. Eno, if you were ultimate house number, omo bo fie ne house number. E ka che omo se edwumako na pene ho adwene so se edwuma no ye pese ye ton fie no ma na nti ye de ho kwan ne ma se wo pe fie na bituaka. Ne buo ye sei bank account number nie eti dase me so ohia hwe ne ka ho asem na tueska like omo ka bi sa che no so omo ma ifie ni description ni bibia ena maame no saka letter ni saka letter no ena ono so reply ka chom so okay se say fie we am okay e wo ha sei ho asem ne buo we na mo kan dia me so me pese me pe fie no eti me tuaka eti mo fa bank account number na mo kan ma me na me nya den me tueska no entum eno no Mami be train. The woman kept waiting. You know what? Finally, they told the woman that I'm on top of it. Now, my man said, what? I said, why do you do that? Because to somebody, I am a different person. Then she took the matter to court. So the matter traveled. Then it got to the Supreme Court. Now, some Supreme Court can say, no, there's a contract. Binding agreement. Or why? Because man make you offer. Now, at the Supreme Court, they just offer and they say, you have told the person all the significant terms. The moment you do that, you have an offer. It constitutes an offer. Do you understand that? If you make someone an offer, the offer is definite. Or who pay or the he knows exactly the terms in there. That's very important. Oh yes, you are giving the person an offer. You understand that? The person say binding agreement Wow, only will be what agreement. Who said Nipano has the person made you an offer? If the person has made you an offer, there, and who accept it, and a binding agreement in the shall say. In terms of our compare Juma, or compare Jumana, and I'm saying by interview, who co interview, no Muslims on some man or so, okay, ever fro. Have they made you an offer? Mibuzao, have they made you an offer? Almost ever fro. Have they made you an offer? They haven't. What I say? Say, overcast one make you an offer there. Just say, be my catcher or say, if your mom won't who, a Juman is come the mouth, what come and see? A Juma baby, what come and see? Ada Besha say, what come and see? All that. Bibia, obi reasonable bia, na adwimu da ho bia, ne hu say, in near ma, so who asan was started a Juman, ya can't in natural dia. Then they have made you an offer. It is a openness of there, and I feel only a more contract. What I say? And he say you can't say Nasa then you come and see ya. It is not an offer. It is a new offer. But only depending agreement right from the very beginning. I was here. Say the what I say. Very important. Now it is see that once you grab your there, maybe you're going to buy something on the street. Once over Odiano, maybe you just pick a shirt. Oh, offer. Now me patrol. We say. Also, we the member be order for 100 baht, 500 baht. He has made you an offer. I can't manage. Some can be or see we there for 100 baht. Then you know what can. So that's what we are saying. Say definite. Bibian can who be. We are reasonable now. We also can be can who be. Over so car. You want to go and buy a car, or you are selling a car to somebody. Oh, we a Mercedes Benz. Ebia this or we Toyota Corolla 2014 edition. But here engine no. Bibia come and spark and throw. Oh, this soon. No, Jina Odim Koma, Nakani Jina so 30 minutes. He has made you an offer. Oh, our candidate we 40,000. Last, meet me, if you wait $10,000. Meet me, last, I don't know. What I say, oh, yeah, you see, I'm in Katani Amau. One say, Sam, come on, he's telling you all the essential elements. So, Imran say, once someone gives you all such definite, we are sure. Offer no why. What I say? Offer. It is a no openness so there. Then I feel not binding agreement, no. Shall say free ho. Or maybe you thought that be one ma in talk me see no be people are struggling, fighting over things, disagreement. No, so maybe we be kwasi am never court, I'll take him on and understand. But ube come there is no offer. There is no offer. Remember a typical example on this. On say like today people sell a lot of products were around. What I say, I'm for ton products. We be now some product, we be makeups be na there, and now they go back move. And now there's someone in probably an office. Be one you feel that office for no ladies no hon bepe. And now the product near there. Eko come so on fan show mo. Na on fan show mo nti omo hwe so money ji ho a. And now there no come on. Inti after I didn't din ho bia be 1 week or say after a month na bia e buy no see an to be jewa there. Obuafu. You understand that? So the question is that was there an offer? Now in our agreement, say so on fan chomo. Oh, on fan chomo there, it could mean a lot of things. On fan chomo say omo hwe, omo pe bia no makra, and omo you know, say one fast and cheche muni nyina anka ho. If you don't add all those significant terms, adia e be convince nipa na ma ono what take a decision no. Unya nye offer. You have not made an offer. And therefore, we need to agreement. But what I say, we need to agreement. And what you are trying to say in simple terms and then every during the say. Answer na ube timi asha se krampo kase undi obi wa agreement amani panu we breach agreement no. There should be an offer. An offer is that one make statement what the one no can say. And now what the one near IABB by conduct such that it shows that you are prepared to be bound. If the second person who sees that conduct or hears that statement also acts in reliance on that. Okay, so depending on the said they all kind or not being there. Oh, I already say when you do that, you have it is an offer. OBS actually he has made an offer. So it is up to you to also accept or to decline. So who accepted the idea that will constitute say be enough a binding agreement, no. No. Please you understand that. Intimacy, be very careful. Now, when you be a nyama, ne kasa bia. The eche practically ne say oh tandia mubia and find them sumano. What I say, if you have a product and you want to sell to somebody, send a bear wait me start to agreements from a very good footing. No, don't try to say you have to sell hide bibi. Oh yes sir. Assemble one shot won't say you've not made the person an offer until you understand that? Let every significant term in there. If you are selling a car to him, tell him, car will say, be engineer come say, you are making sure that all significant terms are what? Clear to him. It is all kind of agreement there. I shall say, because it will be bad. If there is a breach, you can take the person on. But if you hide significant terms, as I'm sorry, why? Because you didn't actually make the person an offer and to create a problem for you. I say. So stay tuned. In our next video, I shall share next time. Maybe discuss an acceptance. He said, "You idea offer a standing binding agreement." Then other party in Subeye and Subeche say, "We accept it." Now, ya fair free ho. But I say.